Hi, welcome back to another video. This is Comic Kane and I am joined by Curious Comics on my right. We are going to be going through DCKO today and everything involved in it, like Night Fight, the All Fight events, and talking a little bit on the All Fight month, but basically just going to have a little yabber about everything to do with DCKO. So let's get into it.
Yeah, this was one of the bigger events from last year, comic wise, I'd say. So I think getting to have a little bit of a retrospect a week after the last issue, I think this could be really interesting to have a look at now.
Yeah. Right, so starting off with, we are going to go through number 1 and number 2 of the main run. We're just going to go basically the key events, what we thought of it, and how it enrolled into what we're going to go on to next. So I'll let you start, Kim, if you want to.
I think obviously the start of the book itself is very interesting with Darkseid's kind of big reveal because it's a flashback or a flash forward from Time Trapper showing them like he's already taken over the future. You guys are fucked, and it's showing like Darkseid as this like omniscient being who is everywhere all at once, and like it was like a full page spread and it's like segmented over um, Amazon or Semascape and so on,
Yeah.
and other places like that. I thought that was a really cool way to just show the level of power Darkseid has. Obviously, in every other event, he's just been like he's had a body, he's been a guy,
Yeah.
but they've never had
Was it this
something on
page he was
this
referring
scale.
to? Where it was all split up?
No, just a few pages before.
Oh,
It's
the
like a
one.
double spread.
You mean this one?
Yes, that one there.
So it's just got
Yeah,
basically it's just an opening scenes because it's a sort of it's like a series that someone who doesn't know much about DC's history can know about who Darkseid is without previously having history. It's kind of like an intro for anyone that's like maybe a bit more versed on the topic, or maybe more like me,
yeah.
has no idea what's going on. But yeah, go
Yeah, I'd say it's a solid introduction for Darkseid as he is now. I think obviously the book expects obviously like for you to know a bit of pre-established stuff from like All In, which is fair. And obviously we're not going to hold the book to that in any way.
Yeah,
But I think for what it is for this version of Darkseid, who went missing for I think 2 years before the start of this, it's sort of very, very good. And I'm going to kind of afterwards as well, when it's the Time Trapper talking with everyone else, and he's like, he's taken the past, he's taken the future, he's closing on you guys just because he hates you. Like, oh, I love it. I love it so much.
yeah. It's good to give a little shout out to the artwork because I'm just like flicking through to find examples. It's one of the best drawn series I've ever read. To be fair,
Yeah,
it's
the outfitting is gorgeous.
yeah.
The,
So obviously carrying on through. So we've got the introduction to Darkseid, the Time Trapper is basically explaining his whole shtick, really, what he's doing, what the whole series is going to be about. This is like the big opener to be like, if you want to start the series, this is what you're expecting. Get into it now. And you're gonna regret it.
once we've kind of introduced like the Heart of Apocalypse thing, I appreciate these kind of smaller moments of like the week build up
Yeah,
where because this is a Superman story. The event, and we'll talk more about this later. The event is set up as like a who will win this tournament? But Scott Snyder said beforehand like this is a Superman event.
yeah,
This is a Superman focused story. It obviously he's gonna get far in it. But like the small moments like what you showed them where he's like in the past, it's like I can hear all the heartbeats. I know what this is what I'm fighting for. I don't think that's the word this exactly, but it's along those lines.
yeah,
I think that's really really fun. And obviously, I think it's both like a good thing and a bit of a bad thing because they show they have the power to lock up every single villain on Earth, no matter what, like just for this, and it's like good way to get them out of the way, even if they're going to be in it. Like most of the time, why don't they do that? Because like some of these people are in hiding. Like some of these people are like criminals
Yeah.
in hiding who are like looking to be arrested right now, like the Joker.
Could it
You
not
know?
more just be
Like,
things of like it's not something they could ever do otherwise? You know, it's like it's sort of one of the things of
Yeah.
where they say it's happened for the sake of this whole event to go ahead, and they're like, this could only happen in this one instance, but we've had the capability to do it, but we just don't.
Yeah, I think they say like Wayne Industries, Queen, was it Queen? No, Wayne Enterprise, Queen Industries, Terrific Tech, like all the billionaire superheroes merged together to fund it all. But it's still something that's a bit like, if we know it can happen, like, so like for certain characters, maybe not locking them all up, but like you've got like the Joker. You tell me you're not gonna invest on a thing to track him down,
I
to
mean,
lock him up.
there's a few arguments, right? If we flash forward to the final volume, which we're not going to spoil, I'm just going to say it in like an open way. The decisions made in that volume could lead towards why that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
In a way, and also
Yeah.
we wouldn't have any other stories if they did. We wouldn't get any
Oh,
more
no.
comics. This would be it. They'd just lock them up and then, yeah, this is it for DC. Bye, guys.
Oh no, obviously, but like, I think there's just a thing of like, when you tell us this is the thing that can happen, it then becomes a question of why isn't this happening? You know, especially against
Yeah.
like the more dangerous villains. You know, but kind of moving on from that, the Titans getting to protect the planet as like most of them being out of the tournament except for Cyborg, that was fun as well.
Yeah. I enjoyed some of the
And then-
tie-in episodes for the Titans as well. The Titan
Mm.
volumes were quite good because it was showing what was actually going on because obviously
Yeah.
they can only fit so much into this. I don't know how many pages. Is it like 48 on average? You can't fit everything that's
fine.
happening everywhere at once. So it's good to get them
Yeah.
sort of tie-ins to actually know what was going on. But yeah, so we went
The-
then to what did we go to? We went to the actual fight start after we found this
Yeah,
out.
so before that though, the suit up scenes of everyone getting their stuff together, that was pretty cool. Because I think Batman gets like the God Killer, Batman gets the Justice Buster too, which I'm sorry, it looks awful. It looks awful.
Yeah.
I already don't really like the Justice Buster as a thing.
I love I look at it.
That-
It's so funny. It's just a bit goofy,
It's
isn't it?
a good design. But like you look at the first one, which is like it's obviously like a Hulkbuster. You look
Yeah.
at the first one, that's way more Hulkbuster-ish and like mechanical. And you got this thing, it looks like it's made out of like concrete,
I
like
like that.
cement, like that's stone. And like it's fun. It's fun. But I prefer the other one, even if it's just like a 2007 Transformer. And it's
Yeah,
like a
but-
sponge of metal.
Of course, you love that one. You're a Transformer fan. You're like the biggest Transformer fan I've ever known.
I know the flaws. I know the flaws.
Oh, I just wish it looked more like Transformers. Yeah, of course you do. Anyway,
No. I'm not saying I wish it was more. I'm saying it looks like one of the bad ones from the 2007 movie,
okay.
where it was like just like much of like grubby pieces.
Yeah. Right. Let's get on to the fights. Well, they get sent. Where do they get sent to? Just like Darkseid's.
So they go into the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just go into and create this like reality.
And then they all. Where does it start? Starts around.
Before we continue, I would like a moment of silence for Billy Batson, aka Shazam. We're going out now before the event started. We pray.
So we've got them
Poor Billy
all.
Batson. Go on.
We've got them all running in through the Colosseum-looking backdrop, and they all get to. Well, this is when we start to see the villains pop up. They didn't know they was in at this point, did they?
Yeah,
it-
so
was
they
the-
thought they all locked him away. And then what I think was a really interesting part of this was that they had the goal to kill Batman in issue 1 for this big reveal, where it's like the Joker shoots. By the way, sorry to be nitpicky, that's like, I don't know, like a spear or something maybe.
It looks like a
one point
harpoon.
spear. Yeah, it's like a harpoon shot. You're telling me that went through the Justice Buster, which is supposed to fight against like Superman?
It's just made out of concrete. Of course, it's gonna go through. Maybe that's why they designed it that way. Maybe they designed it to look like it was gonna get penetrated. Pause.
Yeah.
Awful way to say it. But you know what I mean. Like a way that would be,
Yeah.
you know, penetrable. Anyway, so we see the whole explanation of when they actually rock up. That's in this little section. Shout out my little guy down here. He just looks funny.
I like the villain roster here, but I like, especially in issue 2, a lot of them just get taken out like just immediately. And I think it was like we barely had any. It was like Joker and Lex Luthor in like issue 3 onwards.
But I feel like that's
it's
because it's set
barely
up for Fight Month, and so people that had like favorite characters as villains actually got to see their favorite characters be mentioned, I guess. But this is who went through. So
yeah,
I loved seeing this. This was great to see. Yeah, I'll just leave that on the screen while you talk if you want.
Yeah. So I do also want to bring up, this is the first time we have the mention of, like the first time Clark is really told like you need to play by the heart's rules. You need to, like you can't help people like that. You need to kind of go to the dark side in a way.
Yeah.
I think this running narrative throughout the book that builds up to this finale is like it's amazing.
Yeah.
I think as a whole, pre Superman 2025, a lot of Superman kind of not drama, but like a lot of the conversation from people who didn't read a lot, and were into like, well, not everyone who's into it, but people who saw like the Superman or Man of Steel, it was like, why doesn't Superman like do that? Like, why does he not kill Zod? You know, obviously he shouldn't. I think this whole tournament kind of had that conversation as its kind of antithesis of like, Superman is forced into this, but he still finds a way to not.
Yeah.
Because like that's what he means.
Yeah.
You know.
Like sticking to his philosophy, even when everything in the universe, multiverse, fucking everything is telling him that he physically can't. It's Superman.
Exactly.
We'll get into it.
That's why Superman's so good.
But
because
this video is going to be about 4 hours if we don't, because we've gone through one volume currently. Because you're a bit of a yapatron, so we'll get on to the second volume, DC KO number 2. Where do we lift off with this one? So we're back in the board games. The running theme is the board game.
Yeah, and then after that is kind of Clyde freaked out like, oh my god, like Bruce is dead. I don't know what to do. I'm not a big fan of this issue.
Really? Well,
in the wide like look at everything from DCKO, I think this one's like really weak looking back on it, because the whole thing before the event was, this is going to be a like bracket tournament. You know, the end of the issue, what you showed, has a like bracket format.
Oh yeah.
We get to issue 2, and it's
this one.
All right, 16. Yeah. All right, 16 players get a power up. The other 16 don't. And if you don't, you're out of the tournament. And that immediately screwed over the whole thing that I was really excited for. And then, even when it came out, I was like, all right, benefit of the doubt. I'll see how these power ups play into it. They don't play into anything. They don't appear after this.
See,
they're not anything.
I get what you're saying, but right, as someone who isn't that versed on DC stuff, this for me was quite good to learn all of the things that related to certain characters that I don't know about, as well as this is how they was able to get rid of half of the heroes, half of the villains without having to actually do 50 million issues of it, everyone fighting each other. I feel like because we had a long time, like even the fight month felt like it was going on for a while. You'd have needed, what, like 4 times that to cover everything?
Yeah.
So
No,
it's
I
like-
get that. I just think when the whole thing is advertised, shown as a bracket style format, and then it's kind of thrown out the window by the second issue when we're actually getting into it. Like,
Yeah.
if you really think about this is the start of the tournament. Because like the end of
Yeah.
issue 1 was getting people in that we already knew were there.
But I would
So the
argue the
end-
fight month is the start. This is the setup.
Fight month is the start of like the actual fights.
But
when
that's
it's just
that's the
start
people
of,
who we want to see, though. I feel like
yeah.
do you want to see, like, let's take for example,
Some of these were true.
like, do you actually care about seeing? Let's pick someone who I actually know roughly. Do you actually care about Plastic Man fighting Lobo?
No, I was so
You know what?
annoyed.
Thinking about it, actually, I'll pick someone else other than Plastic Man because I know that you're actually quite a.
No, like besides I like Plastic Man, that is such an interesting matchup because it's the unstoppable force, immovable object.
But that's the thing. They've only put them in that bracket to make hype. They was never gonna fight each other, was it?
Exactly. You know what? That was the first variant of I got the cover. I have the Plastic Man versus Lobo cover, and in this issue, it's like Metamorpho kills him. You're kidding me?
I don't really know what he is like, so I can't make too much comments because I don't know who Metamorpho really is. You know, shoot me down. But
Metamorpho is a bum. Metamorpho is a knockoff Plastic Man. He's a bum.
okay.
Fraud.
Well, he beat
and they
him.
killed the.
Well, I mean, they both died. So,
Yeah. So,
but yeah, so basically the whole point of this is that they're all fighting to get the main
a power up.
the main power-ups of the main characters that represent DC. You could argue. True.
Yeah. And I think it was some of the things that were getting were really interesting because I think what Diana got like Mjolnir's hammer at the end of it,
Yeah.
something like that. Harley Quinn got the Speed Force ring. The Joker got the Atom's belt. You know, stuff like that. And like that could have been really interesting to see later on.
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, we have for fight month. It's like Zatanna gets some like magic item thing versus Harley Quinn with the Speed Force. That would have been like the fight was already pretty good. That would have made it way cooler. So
Yeah,
imagine
but I feel like if you'd have give them the power-ups they got in that, it would have had to be way more thought out in KO2 of what they got compared to the characters themselves. Like, and then you've got to have the argument of, say, certain characters would be way overpowered with these items, but then it would be so clear that they're doing power scaling if they just give all the shit characters in the brackets the really good power-ups to make it even.
So, yeah.
I don't know, because like, what did Superman get?
See, Superman got the powers of Apocalypse. So he got like the Omega Beams.
See,
Against what you just said. Because you've got Superman. and you're
exactly.
giving him Omega Beams.
This is what I'm trying to
You're
say.
giving him lock on. You're giving him lock on.
See, and he's versing Captain Atom, so he's going to be
Captain
less than
Atom's
an
another
atom at the end of this. Fucking hell. So they've got all their superpowers. We've got who went through. Who was it? We got like a little spread at the end again. Yeah, it's not a 2-page spread.
Yeah.
It's just a 1-page spread. This is
If I can say, my boy Etrigan getting this far, so happy for him, bro. I love Etrigan the Demon. Right?
is that him?
Him getting through this far, yes. Him getting through this far, like, that's a testament. That's beautiful.
That's how you know he's good. So now we're moving on to the All Fight month, which consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was it 7 comics? Because I don't think because there was a Flash one, wasn't there? No, 8 because Cyborg and Flash. I didn't get Cyborg and Flash because they didn't have any stock of either. So
You only got 6 of them?
yeah.
Well, I got 7 of them. But anyway.
Anyway, so a brief overview. The winners from it was. I'll just hold it up and you say the winners. This is when you.
Sorry.
This is when you've forgot now, aren't you?
No, I remember. Don't worry. I'm gonna stand on the lighting screw. I remember.
So we've got Aquaman v Hawkman.
Who was Aquaman winner? Fair fight.
Yeah. Then we've got Red Hood vs the Joker.
Joker won. I can't bullshit.
I thought he died. I thought he died until the
yeah.
next week, guys. I'm gonna be admitted now. I fully came to the next comic book day going, I can't believe the Joker died.
He did.
Yeah,
He did.
but I thought he lost.
Oh, his thing was a hard reset, which is hate it.
But sick A cover drawing. That's is it Daniel Warren Johnson? Is that D-Dubs? It looks
No,
like.
that's fucking.
It looks very much like his art style. Then
Same fight.
you can bring that closer so we can actually see it if you want.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise I couldn't see it.
This is the alt cover of Red Hood vs the Joker. Then
Beautiful cover.
Then we have got Lex Luthor vs the Demon.
Lex Luthor obviously won these Lex Luthor. And didn't like a decent fight, honestly.
Yeah, not too bad.
I think
Not-
the interior was done by the artist for Wonder Woman. Absolute Wonder Woman, sorry.
Oh
I
yeah,
think at least. From memory.
yeah.
It was either the artist for Absolute Wonder Woman, or it was the artist who did the Mr. Freeze plot in Absolute Batman. The two
Okay.
issues, the guest artist there.
Which one was
Either way,
it?
that was
the...
It was issue 78 of Absolute Batman.
No, sorry, I was looking for. It was Superman 33 is what this was named under, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, because a few of these were labelled under the main titles.
So the artist was Hayden Sherman.
Yeah, that's Wonder Woman.
Yeah. So we had it.
Yeah.
Hayden Sherman on the art, which is, just sick.
Pretty good.
He's
He's really got some pretty visuals on that.
Yeah, and then what else do we go to? So we've got Wonder Woman vs Lobo. This is my alternate cover. I love this cover.
Yeah.
Like Lobo just looks so sick in the background. Bicep veins popping, just looking menacing.
I'm
This
going to
is
say
really
something. I appreciate the results of the fight. Hated how it turned, like the fight itself.
They downplayed Wonder Woman so
They
much.
downplayed Wonder Woman so much.
Oh, she needs the crew to come save her. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
Yes.
She really
This is
doesn't.
what annoyed me. Exactly, like she doesn't need them to come in. For round one should have been Wonder Woman, but I can see it. Whatever. Alright? Second round, that Lobo is stronger than the last one. So how that version didn't win, I don't know. And her only actual win in that fight was because she got a crew to just jump in, you know?
Yeah.
And then the
Bullshit.
final fight, he would have won. He would have won the end.
Wasn't that the bit where the
If he
the
just-
fucking guy signed it to us like, nah, you don't win? Or was that a different one?
Yeah, because he used his name as innocent. He
Yeah.
lost his power. Which was stupid. Fair enough. But
Yeah, this
the downplay of Woman so much was just awful.
Yeah, I feel like we better see when Lobo's solo series. He better be the most powerful fucking thing we've ever seen, and it be this one.
So that's not this week. It's next week.
I would, yeah, I
From
think it is next
recording.
week. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh man, next week I'm screwed for new releases.
it would be week commencing the 16th, so it'd be the 18th of the yeah.
Yeah.
We've got the new Titans are out and Lobo's out, so
Yeah.
um,
Then we've got two other ones that we've not mentioned yet. We've got Superman versus Captain Marvel, which I mean, you obviously knew the outcome.
but look at
That's
that
nice
cover.
I've got the shirtless Superman cover. Don't ask why. And then we've also got Harley Quinn versus Zatanna,
Also, I think I got the best cover here.
which is it's the Jamal Campbell one.
It's the one with like the
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the card
I'm
game,
robbing you. I'm robbing you.
but
Better keep it safe. Keep it safe.
look
I'm
how
robbing
good
you.
that is. It's
it
Magic the
safe.
Gathering. That's what the theme was. Sorry,
Yeah.
but it's just
Keep it safe.
it's just sick.
Yeah,
As soon as I saw this,
I'm
I
coming
was-
for it.
as soon as I saw it, and also the detail down here, it's just got like loads of stuff that's like hidden, talking
Yeah.
about Zatanna. It's just cool.
Um,
Then the other two.
and then so we both don't have
Also,
Swamp Thing.
I realised we never actually spoke about who won.
In Harley Quinn Zatanna won, and I appreciate they didn't downplay her. The only one that she lost was because she wasn't trying. As soon as she started trying, bam, immediately.
Yeah, but she wanted Harley to win, did she?
Yeah.
So
Um,
love
and
these two.
then with the other two, we didn't get a sign off with Swamp Thing. I heard that was another big fight. I know Cyborg won. Hell yeah. And then we got The Flash versus Green Lantern right here.
See, I've got that somewhere. I don't know where it is.
I have disdain for this issue because this was so boring of a fight. This was the worst out of fight month.
Really?
This is the worst out of fight month because I get they wanted Guy Gardner to move up. I think this is a case where the matchup is so heavily in one person's favor than the other. And the fight is really short in itself. And that's because it's part of the Flash. It's not its own fight month number one. It's tied to the ongoing Flash run.
See, this is the
So it
issue
has
I
some-
had, right? Superman 33 was the Lex Luthor,
Yeah.
and that's the reason we didn't get any cyborgs. Is because DC decided to not put them as separates, put them in the thing, and then no one ordered them any.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. Because some of these things, like Titans, don't sell that well at our local comic book stores.
I think I was the
So
only
they
one
get
buying
like
Titans at the time, and I didn't even get one.
They get like 5 copies in for people who have them on back order, and then that's it.
Yeah.
But no, I truly half the issue was dedicated to the main stuff, which is fine, and then the actual fight itself, it's so fast, and not in the good way that you'd expect from the Flash.
I was gonna say it
It's
is a
so
Flash.
boring.
Yeah.
Because see, the first fight, like the Jake Garnett's like running around Guy Gardner, and then Guy Gardner just insta kills him like that. Second round, Jay Garrick is like air or something. Like he becomes like an element and like blows up Guy Gardner. Alright. Third fight, Jay gets knocked to a wall, shot with his giant cannon from Guy Gardner. Done. That's it. That's the fight. I'm so glad it came out with other issues, because if it was just a 1 week release and that was the fight, God lord, that would have been awful.
Fair enough. I mean, I wish I got a chance to read them, but then moving on, is it number 3 now? Then is that what ours
Yeah. So now,
Next in
we're on
continuity.
to number 3.
should be? This lovely one here.
Yeah.
Where did we pick up? So we picked up from. We had a little bit
So
look at. What was it?
we get everyone come back as the 8 people who remain.
We had the losers come in first, I think.
Yeah. Um, Now, here's another thing. I'm gonna, I'm gonna have a bit of a problem with. So in this issue, it's like 2v2 fights. It's tag team, and they say, um, because like one person has generated enough Omega energy, they can call in whoever they want from the multiverse.
Yeah.
Now, after reading Fight Month, I would assume it would have been Aquaman because he was the only person to go 2-0 in those fights. He didn't lose a round.
Yeah.
He just wiped. He wiped the floor. But he was the Joker, who, by all intents and purposes, lost the hardest in Fight Month because he technically died.
But I think that's why.
So-
It's because it's just the Joker, innit? It's just funny.
Exactly, yeah, it's the Joker. That's what it's the Joker. They've got to give the Joker all this.
So this is who everyone brought back.
Yeah,
So we had Guy Gardner brought back Hal Jordan.
Yep.
Superman brought back Shazam. Lex Luthor brought back
Yeah.
Supergirl. Aquaman brought back Hawkman. Wonder Woman brought
Yeah.
back Big Barda. Cyborg brought back Connor Hawke. Zatanna brought
Yep.
back John Constantine. That's how you say it, yeah? And then the
Yes.
Joker brought back... It's all question mark.
the guy with the Batman who laughed. That's not his favourite whole scene. Oh, but wait, it isn't him. I remember reading this on the way home.
I love that. That excited me so much, though, by the way.
When they showed, and that was like all again, it's like, oh wait, who did he call? Flips over, and he's Mr. Nix's Pitlick, and he becomes Emperor Joker. That is such a deep quote reference.
Yeah.
That I really appreciate it. My problem with like the Joker going against Zatanna, because you know he's got to win, because he's the Joker. My problems went away as soon as he was like, all right, yeah, but he's Emperor Joker, the guy who eats China. It's this guy. All right? Like, my problems went away because I was like, you know what? We ball, it's fun, whatever. The rest of the fights were okay. I completely forgot about Cyborg and Connor Hawke, Green Arrow. I completely just forgot to do that.
Sorry, just
but
appreciation
then-
for this spread.
Yeah. Then I feel really bad for Shazam. Imagine you go into this big tournament, your idol is right there. You're like, oh, I can't wait to fight you. You're dead. You die in front of your idol. Your idol resurrects you to help him. And instead of being because he knows, like he believes in you, he goes, I just want your powers, mate. I feel so bad. But he did give us Shazam Superman, which
Oh.
was the coolest in the world.
Low key, is it not better that he appreciates his powers and like, if I need your powers, then that means you're sick? Realistically.
A little bit. But also,
And they give us
I
this.
feel a little bit. Exactly, he did give us that. But I also feel a little bit bad. Because imagine your idol resurrects you. It's like, I just want you for your powers, mate. I just need your powers.
But
Um,
the biggest thing was the ending
Yeah.
of this. When we saw that
Yeah.
damn smirk.
that damn smirk.
That damn smirk. And
I
we saw
was
the
so
absolutes were coming.
afraid. Here's the thing. I love Booster Gold. Because it was like a side plot in Fight Month when Darkseid took over. When I saw that, and it was the 4 Remainers, I knew deep within my soul that at issue 4 releasing, they were gonna have to have the Joker fight Booster Gold. That's what I thought behind it.
Yeah.
I was praying for that whole month, praying that he would be okay. And he was. Because now we get into issue number 4 for Fight Month.
Is number 4 the next one that we need to talk about?
Yes,
Could you
number
not-
4 is the next one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's any. Do you not want to go Galactic Slam first? That
No,
does-
we'll do that one after.
Canonically, that
'Cause
well,
that's-
release date wise, that does come out beforehand.
Well,
These two both came out beforehand.
well, Shit, but it is spot. Those are like just kind of mini things
Do you
between
not
it.
just want to add it in now, so we have a break from the main KO series? We could just have a quick
Yeah,
talk
go
about
on.
them.
Yeah.
So we've got, first up we've got the, I'll show the main cover, Galactic Slam, which was a little tie-in.
Green Lantern.
Yeah. I bought
I
this purely for Mustache Man. Don't even know his real name. That might be it.
I love him. I think he's supposed to be appearing in the mainline Green Lantern, which is why I've got just under the camera there. I have Volume 1 of the current ongoing Green Lantern, just so I can catch up. Because I need, bro. I felt more for him than I did for most of the characters in The Kids Are Fighting, which is the other one that we're going to talk about. I remember having my stack of comics that week. I am sat next to me, peacefully. I ignore that.
I just
That's
remember.
how
I remember the story you're about to tell, and I feel so bad.
My beautiful stack. And I get my message from this. Oh, sorry, this guy. From the either way. message
I'm
from
on.
him,
I'm on your left on my version.
from him, from this guy. From this guy. This guy.
So basically, I was in a coffee
got
shop,
message.
and the only comic that I wanted to read that week, before I did my work, was this beautiful cover right here. Look how nice it is. It looks amazing. It's gonna be sick. It's all the kids. Is it not gonna be amazing? I was wrong.
We're getting excited. The kids into that. Excuse me.
I get to learn about more new characters. Don't start that.
Okay.
I was thinking, sick. I'm gonna learn more about Batgirl. You know, I wanted to start picking it up after she gets her series after KO because it's like starting a new arc. So I was like, cool. Get to find out about some new stuff. Worst one I read out of all the KO stuff. Genuinely.
I would say the worst tie-in to KO.
And by that we don't mean like Aquaman 14. I mean, I don't even know what number it was. But like there was certain like ones where it's like Aquaman was like a tie-in, but technically we don't class it.
Yeah.
This was sold to us as a look. It says DCKO at the start.
Yeah.
Booty cheeks. It was ass. I didn't like it.
I've seen one of the ones similar to Galactic Slam, where this is what's leading into the new stuff after KO. Because obviously, you know, they introduce who are going to be the new Titans, and a few of the new Teen Titans as well. In that book. And also in Galactic Slam, it's like Kyle Rayner taking over the main book. But, for all intents and purposes, you can skip The Kids Are Fighting because it's so boring. I remember my beautiful stack that week. I was like, you know what? I'm going to read through this. I'm going to read through The Kids Are Fighting, see what happens in that. I'm going to read through that. I got a message from him saying it's ass.
Yeah.
And I kind of
Also, in addition, the past 8 pages, all just ads and the collaboration with like the AEW.
really start.
Like, anyway, if you're gonna do a reread of all of them, the moral of the story, fuck this one off. We don't need it.
Yeah, don't feel bad if you miss it. Do not feel bad.
But we'll go back to on some happier things. So we've got number 4 of the mainline run.
Oh yeah, number 4, which my copy just fallen.
Do we actually talk about this, or do we talk about the elephant in the room?
I say we talk about this one first, and we'll get back to the elephant in
But
the room.
did this not
before we
wrap
shoot
up
back.
technically a week before?
This wrapped up like the week before, yeah.
So would you not argue that we need to kind of like slip it in?
We might have to.
When does it get?
I guess
Because it does start with the fact that
about night fight.
it does kind of start
I-
about the fact not far in, doesn't it? When does it get mentioned?
It's mentioned. It's like the start of number 4.
Yeah, so we'll talk about Night Fight. So this was a mini-series. Arguably one of the best DC like tie-in events. Could you say?
I would, say this is probably one of the better things to come from DC game. Because I I appreciate the Bat family. I think there's a lot of discussion of like, oh, who's going to become the next Batman? And I think this is a really fun way to look at each version
Yeah.
of kind of like the core four, it's like the core Robins, on if they became Batman. And I think not only is it good for that, but it's also good for Bruce's character, especially the final issue, which wasn't a fight against um, Damian Wayne as Batman, like the last scene of Bean,
Yeah.
but it was I feel like the subtitle on the cover, which I'll get right here. Oh no, it's not. It was like if like can Batman face happiness or
Oh,
something like that.
not like
Yeah, no, it was
Father
a
Like
different
Son.
one. No. There was one where it's like can Batman fight happiness, or like can Batman like Batman's greatest foe, like happiness. And it was more of like an issue about like, does he allow himself to stay in this dream state where everything's perfect
Yeah.
and he's not needed? Or does he kind of, buckle down, lock in a bit and realize like, I am needed? Just like how these Batmen are still needed in their own worlds.
Because it was all basically a test by thingy, wasn't
It
it?
was a test by the heart of Apocalypse.
Yeah. Which is a cool way to,
Not-
which you could argue, which is the reason it was so easy to kill him
yeah,
in the first volume.
the very first issue of this says that the heart kind of rigged it. So it was like, because it sensed he brought a second even with him. So it rigged it that he died immediately.
Yeah.
But it gave him a second chance, and because he's got.
Well, he's the master of
well,
prep time, isn't he? You know. If you're going to give Batman time to prep, he's going to prep something. And he cooked with this.
Oh, yeah, honestly. He is the prep meister, you know?
But, yeah, Night Fight, a great addition. A lot of cool looks into the different dynamics in the family. How it would happen in their timelines if Bruce was dead and they had to take over the mantle. You know, they had their own sort of world and creation stuff.
I think both the Jason and Damien costumes as like their own Batman are probably the coolest ones out of that lot.
Yeah.
But at the end of that series, Batman gets to re-enter the tournament. But we
Which
see
leads us on.
number 4, which this is my only variant cover that I'm showing off.
Did you get the
Ooh.
OG cover?
Yeah, I got the Dan Mora variant.
No, but did you get the OG, this one, as well?
Oh, I do have the OG one as well.
Okay. Because I'm thinking, big frame, boom, 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 all 5. But I need to find another frame for the 1776. Insert the boo sounds because no one else is reading it but me.
But issue 4 of KO. I really, really like this one.
Well, it was the
I
Absolute
think-
one, wasn't it? So we saw
Yeah.
Absolute, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, as well as sick Booster Gold.
Also, the Joker finally getting a bit of fuck you to the character, because he looks at Absolute Batman. He looks at him and goes, I don't want to fight that. Let me swap sides. He swaps teams mid-match.
Yeah.
And the Parademon thing. And then immediately gets killed by Batman, who's returned to the tournament. And then we have the Absolute Trinity fighting fighting the mainline Trinity. That was awesome.
That little image right there, crazy.
Look, I know there's like all the other ones to talk about, but Absolute Batman gets the most glaze in this.
But you've got
Because
to. It's the biggest series by DC right now.
No, I was terrified reading that because there's a like a page in that where he's using the little claw things like Doc Ock. He's using those to like rush up to Superman, and he takes out the dagger ears, swaps it with kryptonite, and like headbutts Superman's back. That's mortifying.
Yeah.
I obviously last time the whole thing with his battery, like how engineered he is.
Yeah.
Still, imagine that man charging at you with all four of those things got like right in front of him like that, like a giant spider, a massive block spider rushing at you like that.
You'd be scared. I can tell you that much.
It was mortifying. But other than that, the rest of the issue, really, really fun. I also want to bring this up. I don't think we get a lot of Wonder Woman. As much Wonder Woman as we
No.
should have gotten.
Should have got more.
I forgot to mention it last issue, but she brings back Big Barda so she can like discuss about Darkseid and like the heart itself. So I think like, oh, she's planning something. But no, they don't actually get to that stage.
Yeah. Was it not
It just
interrupted
becomes-
by Booster Gold though?
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was like
they had that
something.
conversation. Yeah, no, after they won their fight in issue 3. But then obviously at the end, once they're all broken out, and we got like a sweet little meeting of the Trinities, which I find really fun.
Which,
Um,
not gonna lie to you, I feel like it's really obvious that those three are going to make it to the end, one way or another, without having any context of this whole event. That's all I'll say, is I feel like it's obvious that Batman was going to come back at some point, and Wonder Woman and Superman were going to be the other two. But,
yeah. I appreciate though when we still thought the bracket was in effect, even if you knew that, Superman and Wonder Woman were on opposite ends of the bracket. So it was like, if they kept with it, it's like, are these two gonna fight? Is that gonna be the end? Which it wasn't.
yeah. Well, that's what they did basically, is like, by getting rid of Batman, they got rid of the argument of having to put him on one side.
Yeah.
But basically, he just took over the Joker's spot. That was the whole thing.
But that doesn't really matter anyway, because at the end of the issue, we have, they meet all of the Absolutes, and then Darkseid appears as this final boss,
Yeah.
and immediately kills nearly everyone there,
Yep.
except Superman, who manages to like tank the hit, and Lex Luthor, who somehow survived the standing behind Superman in that giant armor.
We got to
And
see
then,
Absolute Catwoman in this as well, didn't we?
No, but we saw.
She's right there.
Oh, we did. Didn't realize.
My queen.
But I know. This thing for know. We saw Absolute Green Arrow, but I don't think Absolute Flash is there, which is really funny to me.
Based on the fact that he's got a current run going.
We have the guy who died 5 pages after his introduction there, but the guy with like 12 issues. No.
Also, Absolute Batman was going to get a glaze because we have got his 11th printing of the first issue.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, I mean, you can say it's, too much glazing on the character, but, do you actually understand how many first issues of Absolute Batman we have? Reprints and alt covers of reprints.
It's
71. 71.
Times. Jesus.
Of course we're going to see him be superior in this. But anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get to the end of it is we see
Lex Luthor stands behind Superman to tank the blast as well. And Superman still clinging to his hope of like, we don't have to listen to Darkseid.
yeah.
Instead, turns and gets backstabbed. And Lex Luthor is crowned King Omega.
Outrageous by
Which was an exceptional twist for issue 4 for like a month.
with this,
Until you read it. And yeah. But then you get to issue 5 and you're like, they've got to do Superman. Superman's got to do Superman.
Well.
It's a Superman book.
we get to number
Which-
5. Wait, is this the first page?
Exactly.
We get to number 5. And we've got
We get
Lex
to number 5.
looking so happy. He's like,
Exactly.
yeah, bring
A
it
little bit
on.
of context is the start of issue 5. plays out the events of the first issue, where they're playing the board game, and they all get sent to rush out. But before Superman rushes out himself, he realizes Time Trapper's there, and goes in, and he's like, "Yo, what's happening?" So he says, "Yeah, the world died. This is like a little pocket thing, so I could save you, because I can still reset everything."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, let me back in. I can fix this." And he says, "All right, I'm gonna die from this though. Do me a favor, like, don't stop." And Time Trapper dies, and then we see that panel, Lex Luthor looking all smug, and then he's immediately killed in like one shot. And you have that panel of Superman going like ding ding, and he's there in like a full page shot as the new King Omega.
And that's what. Wait, which one? Let me just find it. I had it up. It was this.
Exactly.
The new King Omega. By the way,
I know.
after this page, the most peak writing and illustration I've ever seen.
The writing itself of like the phrasing and everything from Scott Snyder was truly like magnificent, and I think that it's it is very well fitting, especially for like the heart of Apocalypse. It's like this weird entity.
Yeah.
I want to see more of this kind of writing from Scott, because some of this was just poetic.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
I can't think of off the top of my head, but like, there's so many parts of it that are just like poetic about the character itself. You know?
yeah. I mean, everything in this issue could be picked apart to many separate levels.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. I remember I loved when he said "Don your crown." I just loved that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Them falling
mean,
through
also-
each multiverse era. Sick.
So we also have this kind of callback to what I mentioned in the first issue, where you have Darkseid spread across everywhere, and now it's Superman fighting Darkseid
Yeah.
spread across all these places. But then as we continue, like, he's working with the Heart, and he manages to like supercharge himself by going through different songs, and the Heart is like, "Yes, go on and keep going, kill him."
Yeah.
And he stops because Superman knows this isn't what you do. Like, this isn't what he wants to do,
Yeah.
and he's still being influenced by the Heart.
Yeah. And he tells the
And-
Heart, no. And the Heart's like, "You're quitting." And he's like, "No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not quitting." What's he doing? He's tagging everyone in.
Everyone from the fight, even those who died really early on, get brought back in. And it's
Even the
just
shit ones
an
survived.
Oh no, Plastic Man's there. But they use kind of their overall powers to defeat Darkseid and repair their world, because there's like this beautiful page where it's Clark explaining to the Heart what makes everything like what it is, like what makes the world like their world.
It's practically like saying that the fact it's imperfect is why it's perfect. It's kind of a
Yeah,
roundabout way.
everyone makes the world what it is. It's a collective process.
Yeah.
It's not something that should be given to one person like Superman or anyone else in the tournament. It's a collective thing made by all these different people
Yeah.
to make their own world, instead of just being ruled by one guy.
And then we
Which
pull
I
it
think
back
was really good.
to what started it all was the game. But
And we
Without
have Clark missing from the mainline universe now.
yeah.
He's disappeared. Which I think that's leaning into the mainline stuff now, because Superboy is taking over the current Superman run now.
Yep.
So,
I'm excited
we've
to see
got-
where it goes because I'm going to pick up a lot more DC now that, it's post KO now. So everything that I pick up now, I can understand without needing the pre-context. So that's why I picked up Ivy. I mean, Ivy isn't to do with this, but
Yeah.
she's having a new arc. Batgirl, new arc. And then obviously, I imagine Lobo is the Lobo that was involved in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the arcs are now actually like finally at a start point, because it's basically that's what it was. It was like a reset event, wasn't it?
Yeah. But now Clark is lost. Booster Gold is still alive, thank God. And he's on about finding him. And it's just like a bit more setup until we get the very, very end, where Barry Allen gets back from his new comic book day. Can't wait to bag and board. Says like, can't wait to bag and board these up. And then his computer writes in like chapter 0 or something like that. Because he wrote like the history of the DCU.
Yeah.
And it's chapter 0. And it blows up. And it's revealed Darkseid is still alive.
Yeah.
And throughout the whole multiverse was their own KO events. Where
Of
they
every single
fueled all
different-
the energy.
Every different
And it,
version was all fine.
yeah. And they fuel the Omega energy that he needs. And the final page teases an absolute crisis, which I can't wait for.
I'm so excited. Which does also mean
I-
we're going to get more Absolute series, more characters
Yeah.
absoluted, as well as we are hopefully going to have a very, very, very long life of the main 3 in their Absolute series.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to last a while, because they're going to be main parts of this. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I will play a bit of a devil's advocate though, and say the ending is hype. I like the ending, but I don't know how I feel that we had a whole event that goes into another event. If you get what I mean.
But we aren't having that event for a while, though, are we?
We're not having it for a while, but this like the point of this event was to set up the next event. You get what I mean?
You know when it says DC goes to the next level? Is that just it insinuating it's the start of the...
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
that's like the initial. You know what? Well, all of these ones are DC development.
Yeah.
So now these are next level, which is like the next kind of part of this now.
Yeah. Well,
So I am excited to see the future. I think DCKO, while it had a few of its flaws in like the earlier issues,
yeah.
and kind of looking back, was a bit iffy in some spots. I think this is a really solid event. I think it's a really good event. I think it's had a really good reset of things and like jumble of like modern titles of it. It's like super. And I am more than excited to see what comes next from this.
See, my devil's advocate part of it is, for me, I learnt about a lot of the DC history, characters, what they do, who they are, who they're involved with. But, and this is a big but, right? The fact that we're going to have an absolute event, could we get to a point in about half a year to a year's time where everything's just absolute stuff and it gets a bit tiresome? That's all I'm worried for, is the fact that we could just end up having stuff where it's just like, okay, yeah, now everyone's absoluted, no one's really special. You know?
I have faith because it's more creator focused. That's the thing with Absolute. And the only green light if they have a well enough concept for it.
If they keep the
It's
normal,
almost like-
non-absolute stuff running and a good quality, I'm all for it.
Which they like quite decently.
Yeah.
Matt Fraction's new Batman has been phenomenal so far. So I think we can see the same kind of quality continuing
Yeah.
with current leadership. I think this is going to go for quite a while. It's going to be really strong. But to end off a little look at DCK now, what is your cover of the event?
My
What is your
favourite
favourite
cover of all of it.
From all of them, from the tie-ins to the main one, all of them.
Does
'Cause I have
story
mine
matter?
right here. Pardon?
Does the story matter?
No. It's your favourite cover.
What if can I have 3?
Ooh.
I'll show
Number
you
one.
my top 3. You make your decision. Right. So, number 1, I'm gonna go with this Zatanna vs Harley.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 2 is Night Fight number 4, where it's all of like the all fighting our Bruce.
Okay.
Yeah. And story aside, I love this cover. No, but if it was a 10 out of 10 story, you'd be saying this is the best cover there was. And your boy Static on here somewhere. No, he's not.
Guys, don't follow this guy. Follow me instead.
Right, I'll choose this. Oh, no, I'll choose this one then. There you go. Night Fight number 4.
And my cover of the event has
Boo!
got to be. Shut up, yeah. The Joker Red Hood variant cover. I love this thing.
Yeah.
This has not come down off my wall since I got it until this recording session.
See, if you can't see
I
it
love
because
it.
it's really dark and it's still in the plastic, just search it on Comic Geeks.
I wasn't anyone who was like, whack it. Ooh, look at this.
It's just really nice and glowing. I'm not doing that. I've not got the energy
Wow.
to edit it in here.
This guy's bullying me so much.
Deserved. But we're recording this on the Tuesday night, so we've got New Comic Book Day tomorrow. It's the 10th of March today. Hype. He might end up being in the vlog tomorrow if I can force him to be in it. I'm holding it on this fucking video now so he does it. Because I feel like my vlogs never have you in it and you are there every week.
Yeah, no, you're leaving me out of it, man.
You don't ever seem like you want to be in them.
I'm not bothered. I'll be in it. I won't be in it.
Well, what we
You
can
know
do is,
Clearly.
I can get you in some of the B-roll and then we'll go down the little alleyway before we get the second shop open and we can speak about what we
Yeah.
picked up. Well, you can speak about what you picked up because I'll already have my stuff for after that.
Fair enough.
We'll do a little,
No
little
problem. But
interview. But that was,
overall, what out of 5, what are we ranking DCK?
it can't be an out of 5, it has to be out of 10. You have to rate it out of 10.
Out of 10. Alright, out of 10. Go
I
on.
would say an 8.5.
I would go as far as just an 8 and maybe 7.5.
Because that's the thing, right? If you used to do that out of 5, that's like what? You'd say like 3.5, 4? That doesn't seem like it's
Yeah.
doing it justice.
Yeah, no, I get you.
I'd say 8.5
I think-
for me.
So some of the tie-ins bring it down drastically, and looking back on it, there are things I don't like, or that are a bit like, why did we do that? Again, issue 2's whole thing of we need power-ups,
But you,
and the power-ups are never again.
but you wasn't picking up any of the tie-ins of the solo series,
Not the solos,
which I was,
but
and
I
that made it quite fun because that meant everything was to do with DCK. Like everything had an impact. Like Aquaman's series, it was showing what happened to his universe when he wasn't there. Or like Superman, the
Yeah.
Supermans were great. Like they was really good. I don't pick up Superman
Oh,
usually,
yeah.
so it's like the impact that DCK had on some of the single series, I think, was made it worth it. So
Yeah.
I'm going to 8.5.
Well-
You're going to go with an 8.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with an 8 as well. Maybe a 7.5. But overall, still, great event.
Yeah. Well, that is it from us. We will probably do a wrap-up video of something else in the future. We should do more videos
yeah.
together if we can maybe save on the yapping,
Yeah.
because this second part has been 45 minutes, by the way.
Jesus.
So if
But
we
next
can,
time I'll get a better shot, a better lighting.
well, the thing is, if say next, like, we could do one like every week or bi-weekly, we could do a little recap of what we've read that week, or basically I can try and get in a segment to put at the start of my next vlog of the reviews of the last week's comics, if you want.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we could probably record that on like the weekend or something, whenever we get a chance.
Yeah, right.
That's it from us. So, follow follow me on here, subscribe, like the videos, follow me on TikTok as Comic Kane.
Follow me.
Follow him, even though I don't want you to. Curious_comics, is it?
No, just Curious Comics.
I didn't know if it was a dot or an underscore or none, but yeah. So I'll put his little handle up here anyway, above his photo. I'm putting it above his photo. I'm not putting him next to him. But that is it for us. Hope you liked it. I hope this recording went well because 45 minutes. Don't think we could redo it, but yeah. Well, appreciate everyone that's tuned in, and see you next time.
What